So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. He's had it taken off him. It's a searching pass. Gonzalez wants to run onto this. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This fella, Partey's evolved into one of the finest all-round midfielders in the game, and it's no wonder he's...
Adley! Goal! Boca Juniors! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Besiktas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gonzalez. Looking for options for movement. Ederson. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Aimed beyond the defence. He's found the way through. Trossard. Header! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the...
Chance, surely! Goal! Boca Juniors! And they're back in front. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Driving forward. Tomori does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's having a pop! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely... Chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adley. Adley. Good purposeful running this. Nice control. Bayer. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's... He's going for goal! Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Aslani really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Tries to pass it through. Almost half an hour in now. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Kim Min-jae. Gonzalez. Space for him to turn and look. Takes aim and crosses. Defending of the desperate variety. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's Partey.
Partey really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely...
Oh, what has happened here? Tomori, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's managed to get free. Bayer has found the net here, of course. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a sharp pass. And that has left him in a heap. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Boca Juniors heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Goes down, but nothing given. Partey. Ederson. Now it's Choupo-Moting. He's on it. Can he get away? Cleared away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Boca. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Adley. Shoots! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Aslani. Aslani plowing through the middle. Trossard. That is good progress on the left. Araujo gets a foot in here. Lacroix kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Lobotka. Cross to the back post. Terrific effort! And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Boca Juniors largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. Away we go again. Kadiolu. That could spell trouble. He's had a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Boca Juniors, visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Ederson. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Partey. It's a pretty loose pass. Played back. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Steaming on goalwards. Spread it left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Upamecano.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Partey. Now Ederson. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Trossard. Ederson. Ederson! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Onana. Boca. Some really good ball movement. Look at the space here. And a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Ashlani. Matthews Cunha. And the shot! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Gonzalez.
Gonzalez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Plays a sharp little ball here. He's having a hit! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Tries one from range! Caggiolu with the short one. Here comes the cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Paulinho. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now this could be a chance. Big chance! Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish?
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
This looks promising. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Trossard. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Stanisic. Ederson. Trossard, who's set up one goal so far. Stanisic spots it and intercepts. Tries to play it through. Gonzalez. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Into the last 5 minutes. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Martinez. Trossard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Tries a shot! And a neat finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Can he finish? And that is as much as we have time for. Boca Juniors can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here.